Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to be solving another question from the chapter 3 of the Meriam textbook, question 16, and we have the pair of hooks that is designed for hanging up of loads from horizontal I-beams, and we know the load W in this question is 5 kilonewtons, and we need to estimate the contact forces at A and B, and we can neglect the frictions from all surfaces. First of all, we have different forces in the free body diagram. Because of the symmetry of this shape, we can just pick one half of this hook, which we're going with the right side. So we have at point A, we have one normal force in here and one normal force at B, and since we don't have friction, so for A we don't have any horizontal component, and for B we don't have any vertical component, and we have like some sort of pin at point O, which means we have both X and Y component, and we have W below these two, so we have two of these hooks that are connected at point O. So in order to get rid of some of these unknowns, if we look at the free body diagram of this point O, so we have the force where we called OY, which since we consider the force from the point O to the hook upward, we're going to consider this one downward, but obviously that's not right the way to show it. So this will be our W, and this OY is from the right hook. We have the same thing from the left hook, meaning that if we want to go with Y component of O, we have two different forces. So if that's the case, if we do sum of all forces in Y direction, since we are in equilibrium, we have minus 2 OY minus W is equal to 0, meaning our OY is W divided by 2, or 5 over 2, which is 2.5 kilonewton. We can see we'll get a negative sign in here that shows that OY has to be upward, the right direction. So in this free body diagram in here, actually the correct direction for OY is downward, so we can correct it here. So this is the correct direction for OY, and if we look at this, we know that the direction for B will be to the right, so our OX actually has to be to the left in order to satisfy the equilibrium condition. But again, it doesn't matter, we can just proceed with what we assumed at the beginning. We're going to get a negative sign at the end that shows that our assumption was incorrect. So if we do that here, we know that our OY is 2.5 kilonewton now, so we're going to do sum of all forces in Y direction. Again, we are in equilibrium, we have two main equations, sum of all forces equals 0 and sum of all moments equals 0. For sum of all forces, we have both X and Y. So in Y direction, basically we have A minus OY is equal to 0, meaning our A will be 2.5 kilonewton. So that's one of the unknowns that the question is asking. And for finding the other one, basically we can do the moment about point O. That way we get rid of all the unknowns at point O, and we can find the other unknown, or B. So if we look at A, we'll see that A is going to make a counterclockwise moment, so it's positive 2.5 times the distance, which is what we have from here to here. So this is the line of action, and the distance that we are looking for is this distance. So 24 millimeter, 24 divided by 1000, and we have the moment of B, which as we can see will be a clockwise moment, so minus B times the distance this time would be what we have from point O to here, which is 90 millimeters. So 90 divided by 1000 to get it in meter again equals 0. And as we can see, we don't need to do the unit conversion in here since it will be cancelled at the end of the day. So if we calculate our B in here, we get 0.667 kilonewton, or 667 newtons will be the final answer for this question. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Hope you guys found this one helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to drop it in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and comment. It's gonna help me to reach out to more students. And you guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.